Good evening, VPG. Domino, I think we might have timed that one to perfection. Like, you were spot on, and behind the scenes, he has no idea when we're going on, but he smashed that. So, well done, Domino, and good to have you back. You're missing Thursday for a good reason, of course.
Thank you very much. I mean,
shout out to Rebecca.
We're getting used to this. Shout out to my mother. But 8-Ball, we've been doing this for so long now. It feels like this is generally my second job. This is my favourite job. And
out of the two,
I'm getting into it. Getting in sync. Out of the two, yeah.
This is not hard. Yeah, match day 13, Domino. It is week number 5. You can tell by these frown lines and these crow's feet. It's been a long old season so far, but it's been an absolute belter of a season as well. And that's not going to stop anytime soon, quite frankly. So, right, let's get into what's on show today. First up, it is the UK Premier. Domino, talks about the UK Premier.
8-Ball. If people are joining in and seeing the stream, they don't need me to talk about the UK Prem. They know about the UK Prem. That's why we put this on the first on the card, because people turn up early
Lure
for
people
the UK
in.
Prem. It bangs, mate. It bangs. Every game's bang, and we've got 2 hot teams that we know quite well. 8-Ball.
Yes, absolutely. So looking forward to that one. But let's move on to what else is in store as these 2 teams are in the lobby. Shoom, proof. 8:25. The game after this is Lincoln City Esports against Salford City Esports. 2 teams that we've not had or that we've not seen on the channel before, Domino. That is the UK Pro Series. It is, of course, the knockout stages at the moment. That is round 32. So 5 more steps and you are going to be the champion. That is number 2. We don't have the team sheet for that. Naughty Salford City, named and shamed. Match number 3. You just got told. Match number 3. CAPRICAROLESQUE against FLUMINESES. Fluminenses again, Domino, a team we have not had on the channel so far.
Love that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. They've got a fantastic team and they're playing a fantastic team. So that one is that one speaks for itself. As does the main event of the evening.
The main event of the evening.
It is 8-Ball's favorite, Digital Esports. They don't know I exist, but I love them anyway. They are facing, worryingly, the top team out there at the moment.
Team in absolutely scintillating hot form, 8-Ball. I wouldn't want to play them tonight or any other night, I'm going to be honest with you.
No. But if any, we know this, and you can't deny this, if anyone can pull off an upset,
Of course, mate.
It's my boys. It's my boys. Right, so confirmation. I mean, you did just see that. Sneak attack. They are going into the game now. It is Class. 5th place Class play 14th place R4P. Domino, when a team like R4P are 14th in a league, that just speaks volumes about how good that league is.
Absolutely able, but I always say it, and they probably mind me for saying it. I'm going to say it anyway, but I don't care. Rig for pleasure, R4P, they grow into games, they grow into seasons. This is the back end of the season. This is where they're going to start bagging 8-Ball. Trust me, they're going to win tonight because this is where they start kicking off.
And
I don't know why they do it.
Domino, Class, I'm not sure if you've seen from the team sheets, a bit of Mercia, old Mercia blood in there. Invezi up front, partnering
I was about to
Class
say
Doyle.
8-Ball.
And also,
we take credit for Invezi. We take credit for it.
But also Solar in goal as well. So they've strengthened at the front and at the back. And already joining a very, very good side. This is a dangerous side. Class go into this one as favourites. I think everyone would probably agree, given the league positioning, but also those 2 additions as well. It's going to be an absolute banger. And what a way to kick off the VPG. I'm going to call it a VPG week. I'm going to call it a VPG week. Here we go. Streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. sharpish. Just get involved, boys and girls. Get involved. Competitive 11v11 at its best. And here come, in the Malaga kit, as we're used to seeing now, Invezi puts it wide, Domino. Puts it wide. I was going to say, Malaga kit equals Class. From left to right, blue and white if you don't know your team kits. And then again, traditional orange kit for this R4P side. Very good at keeping that ball on the deck and playing it Expect a very, very good game, and it's off to a bang already.
Mate, it bangs. I told you, it bangs. It always bangs.
We warned you. We warned you. Those in the chat, good evening as well.
And you're getting R4P at their very best. Like I said, halfway through the season, this is when they start playing. Yeah. This is when they start balling. And I tell you who doesn't need any warm-up, Invezi. And I'm actually shocked he missed the goal. Not like left the chance. That guy's dangerous. And what a ball that is. Keeper's read it nice and early. Picked it up. I'll have that.
Yeah, good. I'm going to say opposing starts for the two old Mercia boys, Solar and Invezi. One going very well, one going not so well, but probably going to come well at some point in tonight's proceedings. So just be wary of that. If you're a R4P player, of course.
It's a great beat there, April. Beating the centre half to win that as well. It might be a tactic here from the Rib for Pleasure boys, the R4P boys. They've done it a couple of times, gone long and put the ball into the box. And I tell you what, doing it, getting change out of that, is going to give them some good confidence there of carry on trying that. Because they like to cut through the middle, but if they're going to get some joy playing it over the top like that, then it's just another weapon they're going to add to their arsenal. But like I said, April, chances at each half so far, and we're only 15 minutes in.
It is Sanj into Megan, gives it to Class. Teagues on that right-hand side, parried away by Callum. It did fall to another Class player. Here's Lavieu trying to bulldoze his way through, but Henley does really well under duress, but loses out. Invezi winning it back there. Class Doyle flicks it down as he does so well. They're queuing up on the edge of the box. Rickles makes the original tackle. Compo gets one left on him in the process of clearing that, and that is going to be brought back for not only a free kick but for a booking. And yeah, I think this Class team have the ability to really, really suffocate teams at times. They get the ball and they're direct with it at times, but also they can hurt you on the deck. They've got many, many weapons, and again, bringing players like Invezi and bringing players like Solar in, it's only going to help their cause, Domino.
Oh, well, absolutely. And what's giving you another joy, other than that, well, the yellow card that came in, the ball that flicked over the top, they won it again in the air, and now they're on the attack angle on the right-hand side. Rick was it. You know how dangerous this man is. Cuts it to the inside, goes to the far post, great block twice. He needs to get it clear, and he does, living dangerously here.
Yeah, gave it to the skipper, Andy. Parried by the goalkeeper, Solar, but do you know what? It was parried into a dangerous zone, and maybe the player coming on, I'm not sure who it was. It might be Henley who played that original pass. Maybe could have done better there. Or am I being too harsh?
Yes, 100% being too harsh.
Good, should have scored. Shaz on this left-hand side, exchanging passes with Benny. Very even game so far. Migan.
Love that. Two people showing for the ball, cut inside. Rodri-esque, Busquets-esque ball. Well, that was a Megs as well. People, I'm loving this. I'm not going to lie to you.
And Messi wins it back. Compo again. When it gets into that middle area, Dominic, it's a bit, I don't want to say sloppy. It's just they're battling away both sides. Andy takes it down nicely. Down the line. Henley cuts inside. He's having a good game. Tidy player. Goes for the 50-yarder. Headed down nicely by Teagues, the right midfielder, doing his job well, his defensive job well. Sanj picks up though, gives it to Invezi. Migan, we've seen a lot of the ball early on. Monk gives it to Rickles. I'm not sure he wanted it there because Shaz was hot on his toes. Class Doyle was a width hair away from flicking that onto the back post. Henley. Henley's finding some good space in that cam position. Sets away one of his two strikers, Smithy. Looking for it back, but again, Teagues is there. Domino gets crowded out. Henley picks it up. Edge of the box. Smithy again. Lost out to Teagues again. Good work from him. Monk to Compo.
Yeah, what I'm liking about this 8-ball, they're not exchanging it in the middle of the park. If they're giving it away, they're giving it away in dangerous positions. So it's like, it's end-to-end action, no end product with shots at the minute, but they are building, both teams are building play so nicely, get into those areas, and the defence are just absolutely sound for both teams. 8-ball keeping great shapes, great discipline, and yeah, not weak link in the chain here, but let's see if they can exploit that with that power shot.
Clocking that foot back, ready for the power shot. They do concede the throw-in. Shaz gets us underway. LaView comes all the way back to Harwood. Sanj gives it to Invezi, to their leading goal scorer. Klaas Doyle does a few stealth rolls in the box again.
Scramble!
Just a little bit scrappy in there. I'm not sure who that suits more, but
Happens a lot Abel, in this EAFC. Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
a button on your stream deck that can shout scramble?
we can have like a rugby whistle, like a scrum whistle.
I like that. I like that. It probably sounds like a free kick whistle, but never mind. Carry on.
Sanji looks for the head of Glass Doyle, wins it well. The strength on that man. Maigan gets it from Invezi, who breaks back into the box.
Anywhere will do. Anywhere will do when you're like
And
that.
that, Domino, may well be the quickest half of clubs football I've ever been a part of.
That's a 0-0.
It's still nil. Exactly. Couple of people in the chat wondering who's playing tonight is Class R4P UK Premier, Lincoln versus Salford, CAPRICAROLESQUE versus Fluminenses, Digital versus Gmask. And Domino, talk to me about that first half.
It's end-to-end 8-ball. Like I said, not much produced. I think 2 big chances for each teams. Positive for classes, they can play through the thirds. The teams that they struggle with, where they can't get the ball through the thirds, they've done that. They just need to work on the end product or find a killer ball, which you've given them enough chance, they will. For Ribbed, I'm going to say their best chances here are those 50-50s. 8-ball, they are winning those 50-50s even against centre-backs at the minute. So I would test that. I would keep getting the ball long, see if you can win the flick downs. But yeah, there's in it for both teams here. It's a dead-on 50-50 8-ball.
I agree, and the play from both sides has been fantastic. And the chances have come at both ends as well. So it really is a dead 50-50 at the moment. And it's here to be won for either side. 14th place, R4P, taking Class all the way. Yeah, they conceded. I thought it was going to be the world's softest penalty, or today's softest penalty at least, until they beat it in the next game. We know what it's like. But yeah, Class in 5th place. Unbeaten in 4, 1 loss in 7. Good outfit at the moment. Class Doyle to the back 6, looking for Shaz. Takes it down under a spell nicely. LaView waiting there. Chips it up for himself, looking for Doyle again. They win it up high, but Compo's there again. Contender for man of the match. And for some reason, there's 2 players out here on the right wing.
Overload 8-ball.
Favouring this right-hand side. Henley is just drifting wherever he wants. Andy, their gaffer, will win the... No, he won't. No, he will not. It was 100% a corner, but he's not going to get
100% a corner.
And Class restart with that solar goal kick. Again, talking about Class's form recently. R4P, 7th last season, Domino. 14th so far this season. Previous 11 games, they have won 6, drawn 3, lost 2. So maybe on the up a bit, I think.
I told you, it's first half of the season's over. This is when they start playing 8-ball.
Yeah. It's a good I think it's a good omen for them. It's a good omen for them. And Class beat them 1-0 earlier on in the season as well. So a bit of retribution maybe for the boys in orange tonight.
Pinched it nicely there, 8-ball. They come here on attack. Yeah, they're just getting stopped in key position. It's credit to the defence here. And the reason this is 0-0 because the defence are doing so well. The ball is whipped, but
and crosses like that as well don't help.
No, yeah. The end product has been something to be questioned for both teams. I mean, it's not easy, 8-ball. There's eye of the needle stuff to find the killer ball.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure one of these creative players will, but it might fall on a bit of a mistake here or one of those scrambles inside the box. I'm feeling that in my bones at the minute.
The problem is when you've got players like Rickles who have set such high standards, we almost expect it every time now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first game on a Monday, maybe shaking some cobwebs off from the weekend. Has anyone got the pedigree, Domino, to take this game by the scruff of the neck? A bit of quality, a bit of class, as you were.
And this is what we always say, but it comes down to your key players here. This is the moment the stand-up and being counted moments when you need to drag a result out of something or do something special there on the edge of the box.
Oh, it's fallen too in Vezi. Wow. Yeah, another scramble. That pinballed in the box. Class takes it down, though. Good touch from him.
All
Wins
here,
inside a corner.
Take it nice and early, April. Yeah. Very well defended. They sorted themselves out very quickly there. And if he can get past his man, he is on.
It's going to break for Smithy. Here we go. Given to Rickles, who overlaps from this right-hand side. Gives it to Monk. I'm not sure he wanted it there, if I'm honest.
No.
Rickles
just bought the overlap.
Yeah, Rickles maybe put off from that last cross he did. Not got the confidence. They've lost a lot of field possession, but good ball from Monk. Gives it to his gaffer, Andy. Good ball into Rickles. Breaks into the box again. Comes back outside. Header is there from Smithy. Good save. Teagues concedes the corner under no pressure there. He's going to be disappointed about that, but a very, very good save from Smithy from Solar. Keeps his side in it at 0-0. 20 minutes to go.
I'm telling you something here. It's these crosses here. They're winning everything in the ball up in the air. They're beating the centre halves to win it. It's really positive. I think they need to keep working on that. But here comes Class on that attack. He's through the middle. Can he find him? That is eye off the needle stuff. And that's very unlucky.
It's close. Good idea. I like these two linking up because you got Invezi who'll just run people ragged, and then Doyle's gonna do all the dirty work, and I like that's a good combo. But we got some defending to do in the meantime. APX, our cameraman for this evening, steps across. Won't be wanting to replay that pass, but he did the main part well, Domino. He won the ball back.
Yes, Abel. And yeah, we're approaching a virtual 15 minutes here to go. And I still can't see one of the teams breaking the deadlock here. There's no team, confidence-wise or momentum-wise, is on top of the other. It still could go either way. There's no team that's pinning someone else in, or no teams that are getting that much during the counter-attacks. It's going to have to be a moment of quality for someone, and can we see it here? But the moment of qualities we're seeing, 8-Ball, is all through defence.
Oh yeah, both defences have been exquisite tonight, much to our annoyance, and also the goalkeepers have chipped in as well, as per usual. Yeah, we just need to see one moment of brilliance. APX heads that one about 40 yards, and now Class looking to counter, and they're dedicating numbers to this counter-attack as Teagues has it on the right-hand side, gets to the byline, edge of the box might be on, but Compo there again. Domino, big shout for man of the match. He's been fantastic throughout.
He's been everywhere.
Class Doyle doing that dirty work we were talking about. Teagues, though, can't get it through, but once again, possession lost high up, possession given away high up, possession won back high up. Lavieux tries to slide it through that man again. Not going to say his name again. Don't want to curse him. 5 minutes left. Who's going to be a hero, Domino? Come on. The UK Premier. It's the first game of the night. First game of the week. It can't be a 0-0. I don't care what anyone says. Ball over the top. Here we go. And he's offside.
He is offside, April. There's 3 virtual minutes. And you've seen, obviously, my comments before this game started. The UK Prem bangs 8-Ball, and we need a last-minute goal. We need it. It is coming, 8-Ball. I can sense it.
Let's get some drama in here, shall we? If we don't have goals, at least let's get some drama.
Exactly that.
We're approaching 90 minutes. Class, 5th place Class. Can't find a way through, or can they? Here we go. Gives it to Shaz. Bit of space. Man of the match, Compo. Humongous block. And is there a sting in the tail here? Because there's men over. There are men over.
There's time on the clock.
Henley.
Oh, he could have played it. He didn't play it.
Oh, he was not on. Do you know what?
Is there time?
That was a fantastic ball.
There's time, 8-Ball. There's time.
Dump everyone in. Get everyone in there. Keep it away from the goalkeeper. Dump it in. Get more than 4 men in the box. That's for sure.
It's gonna go short, 8-Ball.
3 men on the line. Here we go. Goes in. Oh, Teagues ruins up.
He does. Oh. Called it.
I mean, it's two good sides, and you know what? Both teams played really, really well. Mm-hmm. We said it in comms. I do think that final pass, that final bit of quality was missing. However, it all came down to the quality of both defenses. and
Not wrong,
Compo
April.
and Compo and et al. Anyone with a defensive midfielders, take a bow, because they did the business. It's part and parcel, Domino. We've come to expect it, and congrats to both teams. Like you said, Domino, at the beginning of this, we know both teams well, and that was a good game. Class going into that one as favourites, we thought. Are they going to be a little bit more disappointed than R4P about that? Or are R4P going to be more disappointed because that might have been a chance to get themselves up the table, kickstart something for week number 5?
Well, to be fair, nail on the head there, 8 Ball. I think both teams won't be happy with the result. Where you've got one team that favours it. Look, it's a hard game. We've got a point through that. Those are the games that are building blocks for the season or to the back end of the season. Both teams, in my opinion, a win would have done them quite well. So I think both teams would be gutted about a draw there. And you can see at the end, 8 Ball, no team settled for the draw there. Both teams are playing for the win.
Well, Class have got 3 games in hand, and if they won all of those, they could go second. So they've got, you know, they're up there in the table. So I do think they'll be disappointed looking at literally just league positions. But again, FIFA clubs, competitive 11v11s would be very, very boring if it was just played on paper, because it would put us out of a job first and foremost. But
absolutely,
yeah, we wouldn't be here watching anything. We've got the call to say Lincoln City Esports and Salford City Esports are ready to go, so let's not dilly-dally around. Lincoln are 6th in League number 4, Domino, so what a fairy tale story this could be for League 4 Lincoln City Esports. Standing in their way, though, are the naughty boys, Domino. The naughty boys, Salford. They are in, I think they're in Champ B. So there is a chasm between the two sides in terms of how should I put this? The pyramid, the table pyramid. So again, we always go with whoever's higher in that pyramid will automatically be favourites, because that's lazy journalism and it's what we do here. 6th in League 4 for Lincoln, 20th in Champ B for Salford. So again, one team's having a better time in a lower league, and the other's having a tougher time in a higher league. So where do you put both of these teams, Domino?
We had this before, 8 Ball, in a very similar situation. The favourites were not doing too well in their league, and the team that were in 2 leagues below were doing really well. In these kind of games, 8 Ball, I always go with the confidence. You can only play against who you paired, and you're beating teams again at your level. Yes, you haven't come up against this stiff competition yet, and they will know that these boys, Salford, are higher than them. Yeah. But you'll run off the confidence. You'll be like, well, they're the 20th in their league. Like we're flying in ours. We've got a chance to win.
Let me give you some stats then, because
Lincoln
have a player called Bam who's playing in Cam. Of course he is. It rhymes.
Bam the Cam. Yeah.
28 assists this season, Domino. 28.
And that's why they're on the channel label, because I'm sorry for the Lincoln boys, because they're going to be spotlights to be poached. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why you're here in front of all these people. Everyone else is watching these games. They're like, look, who can we pick from the higher divisions to come into our team? Ooh.
Here we go then. It is not going to start.
I saw it by the camera. Gave me that low camera. The low camera.
I just thought it was a low camera, and I hated it. So I'm glad. I'm actually glad. That would have been horrific.
Low camera death.
But yeah, both teams finishing 3rd in their UK Pro Series group. So both sides kind of scraping through that. As you know, you've got your premiers and all your champ teams as well in there. So you would probably expect that, especially from a League 4 side. But both teams getting through, so unscathed there. First knockout round, Lincoln, which was last week. Lincoln beating Sheffield Wednesday Academy 3-0. So again, a good win there. Salford beating Aaron DeLosa's own Focus.
Wow.
So yeah, spotlight's going to be on them. I think that's a scalp going into the next round. And like I said in the intro to tonight's stream, it is the round of 32. So there's only 4 more games till you're in the final. A team that can get past this 3 more games to a major final. And again, let's not forget what the Pro Series is, Domino. It is the qualifiers for the UK LAN happening next year. So the higher up you finish, the more points you get. And we're going to be doing the UK Pro Series this season and the UK Pro Series next season. And then collectively, I think it's the top 16. Whoever's got the most points, top 16, get to meet us in person, Domino. And that's the prize. There's no cash prizes.
I was about to say, there's no cash prizes.
It's a meet and greet, and you have to come all the way to, I'm assuming it's in Sheffield again. That's not being confirmed, but probably very likely, as they did such a good job last time. Again, as we always say, if your team is not involved in this, get them involved. If your team is involved and you're already out, either do much better next time,
be better,
or come along anyway, because it was a fantastic weekend, Dominic.
Some people call it a spectacle. That's what I've been. What rumours on the streets? The last time we did it, people described it as a spectacle. That's what I heard. Anyway, that's rumours.
Yeah, it was me. It was me. He's just using my words. He likes my big words.
I was on the car ride home.
Let's have a look at Salford then. Babagoni is statistically the highest rated player. So have a little look out for him. I don't know, Domino, because they didn't do the bloody team sheets, did they? And you know that because you don't have it in front of you. But call me out on stream. That's absolutely fine. And Snotty is the captain / gaffer, and the reason why me and Domino, he actually plays up front. Right, what's happening with this? Do I need to refresh anything, or?
No, they're connected now, mate.
Woohoo! Right then, let's get back into this screen. Like I said, I don't have the team sheets. It's a shame. I like looking at the team sheets. Any more stats? 7 wins in 23 games for Salford, 12 losses. So again, Domino, higher up in the leagues, but not in that form that you would want. And then we've got Lincoln, 10 goals in their last 3 games.
Yeah.
I thought you might like that one.
It's gonna be 0-0 because you said it. You said good stats. Say bad stats. Give me some bad stats, and then it might actually change.
8 losses this season for Lincoln in 23 games.
Better.
That's actually not that bad. That'll be why they're sick.
No, April, if you were playing them, we're going to jump in now. Quickly, Lincoln now, would you sit on the back foot, soak up some pressure, and then look to play when you've got ability to, or would you go out there and try and match fire with fire? How would you play the top-rated team?
It's cup football, Domino. I think it's anyone's game. I mean, the fact that a League 4 side are this deep in the competition, I think tells you kind of everything you need to know about this competition and also about this team as well. So I think anything can happen when you've got players like Bam in Cam. Anything can happen. Wange up front as well, 15 goals this season in 33 games. So they've got the firepower.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not they can do something with it against I'm going to assume is a stronger outfit, a stronger Salford City side. However, like I said, anything can happen on the day, and it is the Imps, Lincoln City, in their traditional red and white kit, black shorts, from left to right, defending this goal on the left, and it's Salford in the all-black kit. As Boris breaks through, big save, Spill, well played, Gunn. Very, very good clearance from him, and early warning signs for the quote-unquote favourites, Domino.
Well, they've started the game this virtual 5 minutes as they will knocking the ball around with that quick zip across that pitch. Looking to damage, got in and nearly had a great chance. I think, for Lincoln here, like we said just before the beginning, what you do, I think they just need to take things nice and easy, soak up pressure. If they're in danger, nothing intricate, get it long. Don't let these boys smell any blood, and then probably look to take them at the back end of the game. Because once this team starts getting on top, it's a hard place to come back from when the momentum's not with you.
I think spot on, because I think how these teams start games like this is massive. If they can play themselves in and make their opposition, who are slightly more favourites, make them sweat a little bit. Lay a glove on them. Just make sure they know it's not going to be an easy game. But at the moment, Salford are playing some good quality stuff. Gets the shot off, and here he is going to pick it up. It is Mike who picks it up on that left-hand side, slots it home from a good save by the goalkeeper, to be fair. But nobody picking him up on this near side. Slots home, and it is 1-0 to Salford.
Hey, well, we say it time and time again.
Rebound.
Yeah, shooting from outside the box in that position, chances are it's going to go in. Keepers are world class. But there's, again, you can't judge some of the reactions or where they're going to palm out to just by the ticket. When you're in that position, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be intricate. It doesn't need to be on the 6-yard box. If you've got the PlayStation shoot, get people to follow in, because we've seen this time and time again on this FIFA, on the last FIFA. You do get change out of that position. That's an excellent ball. FIFA has not come. Will heavy touch April or a pass?
I think he tried to pass it, didn't he?
But
what you're saying,
well.
what you're saying about chasing in, Dom, it does work both ways as well, because yes, it's a sign of a good striker, but also it's a sign of a defender that's he's on that learning curve. You know, it should only happen to you once, and I think Lincoln, if they're watching this back, when that happens to you, you kick yourself. But as long as it doesn't happen again, especially tonight, especially in this game, you just got to learn from it. And Lewis picks up this 80-yard raking pass. But Salford, again, playing out from the back, do get caught by Bam. We know that man is dangerous. However, the run had just strayed. And Salford are more than happy playing through the thirds, playing out from the back. And they look good doing it as well. Lincoln just about holding on at the moment. Nope. 25 minutes in. Here is Davis. Stabs it into the box. Picked up by Brandon. And again, maybe looking to...
Doesn't have that early cross trait on April. No, it was loopy. It was high.
Again, Salford looking to play it on the deck, out from the back. And again, they break that first line of the press. For some reason, they come back into it. But here is Barbagoni, the one to watch for Salford. Gumbel, good battle with Bam. Davis picks it up for Lincoln. Will restart in their own half.
Absolutely fired at his feet there.
He did, yeah. I don't think he appreciated that, did they? But do you know what? I think Lincoln have got the right idea here. Just keep the ball. Yeah, Babagoni picks it up. I'm not going to give any more advice. Snotty Onion slides it through to his strike partner. Big save, though, yeah. FLUMINESES, man, tips it over. At the cost of a corner, though. Salford really starting to turn the screw down. Near post is on. Gotham Gun wins that.
I like that. I'm a fan of that. Just right there.
Been a very busy boy so far, Gotham Gun, but doing well. Bam, over the top. The runner was in. Gets the header, and it's gone in! It is Wange, the top goal scorer for Lincoln. His 16th goal of the season. Bam with his 29th assist of the season. I mean, if you had to pick the combination, Domino, it's going to be those two.
Some people are shouting in the comments, Dwight and Cole. Like, that's what they were saying in the comments. April.
No, they're not.
I'm not here. It's me, I'm typing it now. April, absolute class. When that ball was going through, I saw Bam there, and he had the centre mid, a place to run into. He's got the gap. Kind of good teammate. Found your danger player. What a tackle that is. Found your danger player. Danger player picks out the danger man. The danger man scores.
That's it. It doesn't matter what league it is, Domino. Every team should have that player that's got just license like this. Bam's going to find that pass all game, all day. And when he's got willing runners as well.
Here he is. Here he is, April. He's a menace. He's a menace, April. Somebody's pick him up.
But do you know what, Domino? I was going to say lifeline. It's more than a lifeline. It's a statement from Lincoln.
Absolutely.
Because
back in April, they stopped Lincoln from having, I would say, possession in their box. They were winning it in the midfield battle. They were countering them, hitting them on the good back. They didn't have any end product or final ball. And then you give it that Mr. Man, Bam. I tell you what, I might have it back of my shirt. It's turning it on today.
Bam in cam.
I like it.
Gumbel on this near side for a shell-shocked Salford. Everything was going Salford's way until that goal. Ramos overlap on this left-hand side. Coyote into the back post. Vipes does well. Bam picks it up though. Dangerous. Abs gets in the way of that one. Babagoni can't break through this initial press. Ramos does well. And again, Lincoln happy just to keep this ball. 1-1 at half-time, Domino. They would take that.
Who would? Both teams?
No, I would say more Lincoln, to be quite frank.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and they have.
Yeah, they're not going to have a say in it because it is 1-1 at half-time, Domino. And, you know, I think Salford were sitting pretty. They were playing some really good stuff. They were fearless for a lot of that first half. That goal, 10 virtual minutes ago now, we've not seen much else from Salford since then. Is that a case of them going, actually, we've got a game on our hands here? Or is that just a case of, right, let's regroup, let's stick to our guns, and second half, we're going to blast them?
Yeah, I think the game kind of got... I didn't get away from them. After they got a goal, they got a bit more... I don't know what the right word to use here, 8-Ball, is lenient in possession. They kept taking more touches on the ball, kept losing it in midfield, a little bit of sloppy passes. There's no... Looking at that first half, Lincoln done brilliant well, but you can tell Salford, by watching that game, are in the higher league. Their mechanics, their composure, their positioning, a lot of it is really, really good. Lincoln are doing really well here. They got back in themselves, not even in the game by scoring the goal, but momentum-wise here. Going into the second half, they have 50-50 on all accounts.
Yep, absolutely. Poised very, very nicely for cup football as well, Domino. Both teams have got to leave everything on the playing field tonight because one of them has to go home. Again, if it's draw after 90 minutes, Domino, don't ask me what happens. Vibes does well. Gives it to Gumball. I think that it needs to be a one and done situation here. So we'll be going to extra time. We will be going to penalties. It will mess up everything we've got planned for tonight, but we are here for it.
Of course, 8-Ball. And what I've noticed here, and what I've meant to mention on, if any of the Salford boys are in the chat, their danger is coming from Bam. When Bam gets time on the ball, he doesn't play it side to side. That's a great ball. Keeper comes out and collects nicely. Yeah, if you look at Bam when he picks up the ball, he doesn't play it side to side. He doesn't look at Lincoln at play. He is a killer pass ball. He doesn't get the ball in these positions. He will get the ball in the danger area and try and attack you. So they need to get a man on him and just limit him for time. But really good here by Salford, picking the ball up nicely, able and knocking it around nicely, winning the ball high up, or he's just flattened him, April.
Yeah, here comes Killer Beast. Swings it into the back post, headed out nicely by Sharkface. Hoo-ha. Baines. Tackled by Ramos, who's having a good game. Goes long, and I tell you what, Domino. Lewis is in, heads it down with the power shot.
What a
goalkeeper
save.
Gets the right way, and my God, did he need to, because that was nestling, and he has just somehow managed to pluck that out of midair. And I tell you what, Domino, that would have been the counter-attack of all counter-attacks.
Mate, ball over top was special, the knockdown was special, and 8-Ball.
Oh dear. Baines is in here, power shot himself, and there it is. What a piece on power shot saves. One a piece in that top left-hand corner.
Yeah, held his nerve there, 8-Ball. But it is that corner.
Headed down nicely. Softy under, there he is. He's put it away. The captain. The gaffer, Snotty Onion, puts his side 2-1 up, restores the lead for Salford. And big time to score, Domino, because, again, a bit like that first half, Lincoln were just starting to creep into the game a little bit more. And that is not what Salford had on their bingo list for tonight when they saw this draw.
No, I want to talk about the goal in a second. I just want to wait for this one to break down. Really good win there. 8-Ball, for the casual onlookers, they will say he snatched at that. But if you watch the mechanics, he didn't shoot. He turned, got his body position right, and then put the ball in the net. It was an incredible bit of ingenuity, great striking. That was a great finish, 8-Ball. And yeah, Lincoln ahead, and they've come out this second half and done very, very well, pinning them in their half. But it's Salford's turn. It's Lincoln's turn here to come out and see if they can do anything. Bam with the wonderful pass again. Like I said, man only plays killer passes.
Oh. Davis did well there to get to the byline, drilled it in, but to no avail. Salford now, are we going to see them sit back, or are we going to see them go for the jugular? Because at the moment, Domino, they're somewhere in between, although the gaffer is ordering his team to press quite high here as the three-man press charges towards them. Can Lincoln play through it? Yes, they absolutely can. And it's that man, Bam, who sets Davis on his way. What a world-class ball that is. Keeper comes out. Goes to ground. It was a big save to begin with, Domino, and I think the ball didn't sit kindly for the striker. And He just got gobbled up by the goalkeeper who was in the middle of his on-the-floor animation. But Domino, 2 passes. Bam to Davis. Davis into Lewis. And I tell you what, again, they're counter-attacking with some ferocity here. It's good to watch.
Like I said, they need to get on Bam. They need to sit on him. They need to make
really
sure, once he picks up the ball, keep his back to goal. Do not let him turn. But April, if Salford do go on to do something here, we're going to have to give a shout to the keeper. That is 2 huge saves.
Massive saves. Massive saves. Yeah, good goalkeeping from that man. In the Salford net, here is, who I believe is the goal scorer. Yeah, Snotty Onion. The match winner so far.
I mean, to try and play for time though, it's a bit early, April. It's got football, April. It's got football.
Oh, Gotham Gun went through the back of the attacker there. Not going to get anything for it, of course. Wanja, the goal scorer for Lincoln, scoring there first. Lewis, great running. Swings it into the back post. Dealt with nice by Triple J. Corner. 13 minutes. Might this be unlucky for some? It's going to be unlucky for one team. Bam, swings it in. Headed away. Abs picks it up on the edge of his own box. Gets it back. And again, yeah, here we go. We've not seen this so far. Salford may be just saying, right, actually, the round of 16 does sound nice. Maybe we do want to play in that. Maybe.
Yeah, April. And to be fair, that's smart. That's smart. Not going ahead, keeping the ball nicely. I mean, they lost it in the end, but they, instead of the counter-attack where they lost it earlier, it's smart from them. And I think they're going to do this now, April. And they look like a good possession side, so it's going to be on Lincoln to try and wrestle the ball away from here, and they do need to go high and press, but it does leave gaps like that for this left-hand side to break. Yeah. He's got options inside the box. Great tackle. And, yeah, corner for Salford.
Salford could put this game to bed with a goal here, but there are currently 3 players in the box. 4 now. Goes near post. Stranger gets it rid to the danger man, Bam. Of course he's going to go long. Of course he's going to look for the on-rushing front 2. When are they going to chuck the kitchen sink at it, Dom? I'm seeing 3 centre-backs back there, still in their own half.
Yeah, it's got to be now. And great pick up there.
Yeah, very nice. Ramos into Davis's feet, who's had a good game so far. Oh! Dom, I thought it was going to nestle. I thought he'd done enough. The body shape was fantastic.
Name in lights, April.
Wow.
He's done everything right. Everything right there. They get a mystery free kick, but they won't mind that. But yeah, everything right there, April. And it just whistles past that post.
That was,
to the keepers. Grateful surprise.
Yeah. You'd be very, very happy to see that one whistle past. It's the only one he's not been able to do anything with. Here is Killer Beast on this left-hand side. Again, Salford just happy to keep the ball. Lincoln might need to go out there and press this issue because time is not on their side right now. And that's exactly what they do. They give it to Bam. Over the top he goes. Keeper's thinking about coming. He doesn't put it away. Davis has put it away in extra time, and we're going into extra time. 2 apiece. Last-ish kick of the game. It's Davis who hammers home. Bam again. Ball over the top. He's got this on lock. Goalkeeper, centre-backs weren't sure of how to deal with it, and they got punished.
8 ball. I don't think that was on back. He played it up top. It was a ball just to get a bit of danger. It was a 50-50 with the centre half and the keeper. The communication might not have been there. No one knew she was coming out for it. And it falls kindly for player to slot in. 8 ball. What a fairy tale story this is from Lincoln. And we are going into extra time.
Well, we didn't get any drama or goals, to be fair, in that first game, but this is more than made up for it. We have goals, we have drama, and we have 30 more minutes of it. Someone please let Fluminenses and Capri know that we're not going to be there for a little while. We might need to do that. Domino, I'm just going to say more of the same from Lincoln. Get it to Bam. Get those runners. Lewis and Davis have been fantastic, especially in that second half. And just let them pretend that they're a goal down, because they'll win this game if they go out and play like that again.
Well, like I said, they can hurt you. This Lincoln team has just shown that they can hurt you from positions. I think the Salford team, I don't want to get any hate for this. I just think towards the end off the second half, they were not negative, but they were very, very conservative.
Cautious.
Can't just go forward. That's better.
Yeah.
But when they do things like this 8-ball and they've got runners and they're not worried about the time, they're a very, very, very dangerous team. And you should back your players that they can do things like that. But it's this danger man, Bam, here again.
Yeah, I mean that's what they should have. That's what they should have been doing for the last 90 minutes.
Yeah, there should be 9 yellow cards. Absolutely.
Ramos. And yeah, Domino, you absolutely got the nail on the head there, because Salford, again, that first 30 minutes under no pressure whatsoever. They're running the game. They're dictating play, dictating the tempo, and the goal set them back. Yes, absolutely, but they played within themselves. That maybe the last, you said it on comms, taking the ball into that corner, 15 minutes left. It's a tricky balance, and I don't think they got it right. Evidently, it's easier for us to say up here, but they need to just switch on, go back to what they were doing in that first 30 minutes, because it was working. Wan just literally going through, slides it through, Triple J.
What a tackle.
Wow.
That's
Wanja.
Following your man in, reading the danger. What's that?
League 4 Lincoln here, trying to cause an upset, and I think they're fans' favourites at the moment, Domino, because this has been a quality performance. Here we go, Lewis. Oh, I was going to say, managed to stay on side. So did I.
He checked his run 8-ball. It was clever. He definitely checked his run inside. I was like, that's excellent. It just... There's a gap there through the middle 8-ball. Just let it go. Don't worry.
Well left.
Lincoln are playing for penalties. Actually, if I'm honest, 8-ball, out of the two teams at the minute, Lincoln might be happier that it goes. Salford might be happier that it goes to penalties.
I mean, yeah, Lincoln look the more likely to score every time they get into this final third, Domino. I don't want to say direct, because I don't want that to seem insulting, but do you know what? Look, it's direct and it works. They all know what they're doing. They're all on the same wavelength. They're all singing from the same hymn sheet. It's good to watch. It's quality to watch. And I don't know what's happened to this Salford side. It really has been a game of two halves, but it's clubs. So there'll be another shock. There'll be another surprise somewhere down the line. Trust me.
And we say it all the time, 8-ball, even in games, form's temporary. You know they've got the class being in the higher leagues.
That man's got the class. Bam finds Lewis for the umpteenth time today. Swings into the back post. He's got the run on him, but
he wanted that, didn't he, 8-ball?
John, I'll tell you what, Triple J has had a fantastic first half of extra time, because two crucial interceptions there have just kept his team in the tie. And after 30 minutes, who thought we'd be saying that at this stage?
No, 8-ball. Like on paper, that's why game's not playing on paper. It was a whitewash. Lincoln have not only done themselves credit, but done their league credit, 8-ball. If they're not top of their league and they're playing like this, I wonder who is top, 8-ball. We need to get them on the channel.
Well, we said it in the intro, Domino. Sometimes you do just have to go out and just play with no fear. And I think that first 30 minutes maybe was them saying, look, we are playing a team two leagues above us. Maybe we just see what they're about. Since they scored that goal, Domino, they haven't given a toss. They've literally just come out like they're playing any old team, and they look 10 times better for it as well. So fair play to them.
Yeah, it's great mentality, but we do know the Salford team have danger men in there, and it only takes one chance falling correctly to them. And if you talk about how many chances Salford have compared to Lincoln have, compared to Salford.
Yeah.
And think it's 2-2. Lincoln take their chances, mate. So they keep getting confused. Salford take their chances, mate. So if they do get those dangerous chances in those dangerous areas, they are more.
That's the ball. That's the ball. Headed home nicely. We're getting word in the chat that Triple J is not even a centre back, Domino.
What?
He is now. He is now. Here we go. Ball onto that right hand side. Of course, Bam's going to find it. Lewis very unselfishly gives it to his strike partner when, do you know what, Domino? I'm saying hit
Lewis, you're red hot for
be a hero. Oh, Abs does well. Slides in. The main man, Snotty Onion, gives it to Dog on the edge of the box. Wanja there. Big tackle from him. Their top goal scorer this season, Domino. Bam. Again. Someone's got to sign this man up. I mean, I don't know why the right midfielder's not sprinting for that. He might be gassed. It's the 113th minute. But for some reason, it looked like he was running in, like, peanut butter. He was really struggling there.
Running in peanut butter.
He was... Oh, Wanja wins it high up. Good turn from him. Oh, Babagonji wins that nicely. Saves his team. And they're hanging on here, Dom. I don't care what anyone says. Bam, into Wanja. Vipes does well because the ball just fell at his feet. And I think, Domino, we speak about who would be happier for penalties here. It's 100% Salford. It's 100% Salford.
And the attack is so fluid, 8-ball. I mean, they can go straight for the middle, left to right. They're giving the ball away there. They've won it back in a high position. Great.
Oh, Davis is going to win it back. Oh, he can't slide it through on this near side.
Again, Triple J in the right position to cut that out. There's no way he is not a centre-half, and I'd love to know where he actually plays.
Yeah, where does he actually play? Watch him be like a goalkeeper or something. Snotty Onion maybe thought about playing that first-time ball over the top because I think it was really the right option, and there it is. We're going straight into penalties right now, boys and girls. Lincoln City versus Salford City on penalties, round of 32.
Fairy Tale City, here we go. UK
Pro Series, and it is Lincoln up first with the goal scorer, the hero, Ben Davis, gets his penalty saved. Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, the Salford keeper's been on absolute form. Oh my god, that's a penalty. Side there, you don't save them.
Here we go then. What do Lincoln have in their locker? They do respond very, very well. It is Snotty Onion. Gaffer for Salford gets his penalty saved. Here we go. One apiece after 2 penalties. It's the cameraman. It is the one, the only. Bam goes down the middle like he watches the channel.
Set him the wrong way. Set him the wrong way.
MK to take this one now. For Salford. Picks the right way. Does the Lincoln goalkeeper. It's 2-1 now. All to play for. Coyote goes down the middle this time as well. And now is the definition of pressure penalty. It is Dog to keep his side in the tie. Finishes it nicely, and now another pressure penalty, but for totally different reasons. Wanj, the player who got the first goal for Lincoln, is gonna get the last goal for Lincoln, and there it is, boys and girls. The side who were losing 2-1 right up until the 91st minute do it by penalties. The lottery that is penalties. Congratulations to Lincoln City. Commiserations to Salford City. That wraps up this tie. Wow.
What do you want me to say about that, 8-ball? Do you know what I want to say? Just go replay the game. Don't worry about what I want to say. It's pointless. It's irrelevant. Replay it.
Yeah, that was like I said in comms. We didn't have the goals. We didn't have the drama from the first game. We did in that second game. Right, let's go and collect these Esports Premier boys, because they've been waiting for us.
I'm so sorry.
I think they've been waiting for us. I hope they've been waiting for us. They're going to have to wait a little bit more because there's an advert. Turn your adverts off, damn it. Right, that does give us a chance to talk about these teams.
8-ball, if I'm honest with you, I think I need some time to mentally recover after that one.
To be honest. Totally agree. Totally agree. Right, you mentally recover. I do the housekeeping. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
CAPRICAROLESQUE in 4th place. I feel like they've been 4th place all season, Domino. True. Every time we come on here, I'm like, 4th place? I know they're 4th place. Taking on channel newbies, Fluminenses, because they've just not appeared. And that's a travesty. So good to have these boys on. Thank you very much for being so patient and waiting. Let's talk about those guys first, Domino. 7th in the league, 3 points behind Capri. So a chance here to catch them up with a win. Just letting them know. They can catch them up with a win. However, CAPRICAROLESQUE do have 2 games in hand over them. These two haven't played each other yet, so again, nothing to go by in terms of history. Ricardinho, who is going to get a shout out anyway, is their highest rated player. Ricardinho of Famalicão. He's moved over to their Portuguese counterparts, Fluminenses. They are third in the Portuguese league as well. So doing the business both home and abroad. I'm expecting good things from this side, Domino, because they've got a very, very good team, a very, very solid team. Braga and CDM, a very, very good player. And Johnny the Pooh as well. I know it's a ridiculous name, Johnny. I'm just going to call it as I see it there. But a very, very good player, and normally one that operates a bit more centrally as well. So interesting to see if they want to get him inside or are happy for him just to have that outside space. And I'm sure we're a bit pushed for time now. I'll remove the background as well just so everyone can see where we are. We're a bit pressed for time, so I'll go straight on to Capri because 2 games, they've got 2 games in hand, like I said, over second and third place. So they're not looking behind them, they're looking forward. We had them on the channel on Thursday last, and they drew 0-0 with One Mind. That means they are unbeaten in 6 in this league. 13 goals scored and 3 goals conceded in those, and 3 clean sheets, sorry, in those 6 games, Domino. So a team that are difficult to beat and a team that are in form, taking on a team that can bridge the gap by beating them and are relatively unknown by us. So I think that sets it up very nicely.
Oh, absolutely, April. And the Capri team, you just need to go and look at that team sheet, mate. Warren the Beast at the top, Tico Beast. They've got Ryan and Mook at the back. Jay Ling's operating that engine room. They have got players. And the thing is, we've had them on a fair bit on the channel, so I actually know how they play. And I know how strong they are. It's good to see this Fluminenses team and see what they can do. And just my last shout out to the last game, April, because they're all in the chat. Big fans of that. Ice in the veins. Pressure is for tyres.
Yeah, well done, Lincoln, and sorry to the Capri and Fluminenses boys. Thanks for waiting. So, housekeeping on this number 3 game, the 8:45. Lol, it's never 8:45, is it? We've got Fluminenses in the. It looks like, yeah, fair enough. It looks like the Notts County kit. I hope they move back into the Notts County kit. I hope that's why they haven't stopped the game, because they realised they were in a Notts County kit. One of the oldest teams, if not the oldest team, in England, I think, something stupid like that. So yeah, maybe that's why they're picking it. But we can get the team sheets back up, so that works for me, because we were not finished talking about this CAPRICAROLESQUE sign. I'll tell you that for nothing. Romaninho, who constantly gets the headlines, not just in this league, but on this channel as well. Domino and I are very, very fond of that man. Usually plays from left or right hand side. They seem to be operating him a bit further forward, and when we've seen him, there's pockets. There he goes. I'm waiting for him to go. There's pockets of and spells of it, but he's just a dangerous player. So I think if you're going to play him up front, you do really need to hammer that into him, that he needs to get the ball and he needs to get that service. You've got Tico for CAPRICAROLESQUE, their highest rated player. Quite clearly, he's the one doing the majority of the damage, and we can see, we can't see, they've slightly changed their starting lineup actually. Because it looked like Mookie was playing in that CDM position, and the only reason I had my face on was because Domino's quickly nipped off. So yeah, a bit of a change around for them. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, Tico Beast, highest rated for this Capri side. Warren Beast, the top goal scorer. The Beast brothers, and I have asked before, and again, if anyone in the chat can let us know, are they related? I need to know. Gibbo back in goal tonight for CAPRICAROLESQUE, having missed out on Thursday's match. And again, like Domino said, that back line of Mookie, Ryad and MXBK, it's fantastic. However, like I said, it did look like Mookie had stepped into that CDM position. We're about to find out, to be fair.
Yeah, sorry about that, April. I am back. We are here. Oh, and we look like we're getting underway.
Here we go then. Right, we tried before. It is Fluminenses from right to left in the Notts County kit. Black and white if you don't know your kits. And CAPRICAROLESQUE from left to right in this rather dashing, reddy orangey looking kit. They're like salmon. And they are left to right. Here we go then. Game's kicked off. I think we got about this much of the way through last time. Before someone kicked out. But no kicking of the ball. So it's the back stick and Zaire. Big header.
He beat his man at the front post. That's excellent 8-ball. And keeper stand up and be counted. What a save within the first 5 minutes will give you some confidence there. But it's coming back at you. He's won the header.
Wins it nicely. It's cleared. Phoenix down to Bernas. Ganchas gives it to Phoenix. Beats his man. And then on the overlap, slides it through to Gomez. Can't get past Bellingham, though, on that far side. Keeps the ball nicely and then goes long. Can they make something of it? Yes, they can. Mookie, who does look like he's playing ahead of that back three, Domino. So a little change around for this CAPRICAROLESQUE side. Here is Warren Beast, though, their top goal scorer. 10 goals this season. Finds Romaninho, and tell you what, Domino, he's just hammered the post. He's just hammered the post from an impossible angle, and that's the definition of Romaninho. When expect the unexpected.
Outlandish player does outlandish things. Able if that nestled, unbelievable. But I tell you what, it's been all Capri here, 8-ball. They are really. Here he is again.
Romaninho gets to the byline, busting out the skills. Got people on skates. He's fired it home. Finally, we see what we know this man can do. Had his man on roller skates, Domino, and fires it past the goalkeeper. That is what we paid to see. No one paid anything, actually, did we? No one paid anything.
How did man on roller skates?
Mate, you look at that back. He was like he's playing on 150 ping.
8-ball, that goal, absolutely scintillating stuff. Just toying, teasing with them, near post shot. Last time hit the post, this time goes in, but it's...
I'll tell you what, Domino, that's fantastic football. They played it through a very tight area here, and he's lost it. Olivias has lost it, gives it to Warren Beast, the top goal scorer, makes it 11 for the season. Would not recommend that, leaving the goal open for that man, or any man for that matter, but... I mean, Fluminenses, again, they played some really, really good football up in that final third, and one ball has just completely done them over. Zizil, you 100% did tell us, but I've been saying it for the last 5 weeks, so I've got to take the credit for this one, mate. Fluminenses, Domino, what have they got to do here, bud?
Yeah, 8-ball, I mean,
what
they've got to do is...
Get through this.
They've got to try... Yeah, and just slow down the pressure, even for the next virtual 15 minutes. Just take that sting out of the game. They've got their tails up at the minute here. They just need to get the ball, get a bit of possession, slow the momentum down. Getting a goal isn't that important for them at the minute. It's just stop leaving counter-attacks like this.
Warren Beast is on form. Here we go. Gives it to the danger man. Which way is he going to go? It doesn't matter. He's got it on the outside. Fires it home. 21 minutes in. That man is on a hat-trick already. Puts CAPRICAROLESQUE 3-0 up.
8-ball like that, you just need to get in a solid shape and make sure your CDMs are covering you. Because at the minute, 8-ball, not only are they winning 50-50s, but they're winning any of the midfield duels. They're finding players in key positions. 8-ball, they're not missing at the minute. Nothing. Not one area of the game they're not missing at the minute.
The thing is, you know, when you're away, Domino, I was saying how Romaninho really does need to play on the wide midfield. Obviously, I don't mean that. He can play anywhere, quite clearly. But what I mean is that when we've seen him so far this season, they have not been just giving him the ball like Fama do with Luca, you know, like Volt do with La Tormenta. Ricardinho there, I think, showing a bit of frustration. And I think when this Capri side look their best, it's when they give this man the ball, because he's a talent. He really truly is. I genuinely think he's underrated.
I love how he's trying to push him out the ball. This is well funny. This is a great view, by the way. Yeah,
Tico donning the captain's armband, donning this POV from the free kick. Braga does well to win that. And yeah, Domino, it's unfortunate with the second goal, and I think that obviously the second goal is the one that flatlines your team. But that
third goal is then incompetent.
The third goal, I for the split second he faced that centre back up, I thought, I don't want to be that centre back, because he could go either way. and he'd send me for a Snickers. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I could guess right which way he was going. I still couldn't do anything about it. And this is what I mean. When you've got strikers like that, when you've got players like that who can take centre-backs for a spin, or you just make sure you spend your game giving it to that man, isolating them, because they've done it twice, they've scored twice. And then, yes, the second goal was unfortunate for the goalkeeper. But get a goal here, Domino. Whoa, that's not a pretty finish. What league is this? This is the VPG Esports Premier, Kai.
8-ball. It was a golden chance there to even just get, like you said, lay a glove on them, 8-ball there, to make sure they're not going to attack you with just like outright recklessness because they know there's nothing coming back. That would give them a bit more confidence to go forward again. It was lucky, but they worked the chance really well. They could have a second chance here, second bite of the cherry 8-ball, but really good defending by the Capri boys.
And tell you what, Domino, they've got into such good spaces, got into really good positions. Have this Fluminenses side. It's just obviously they've had the door shut on them time after time, but I would take solace from that. And again, if they can sneak a goal before half time, which, you know, if Capri take their foot off the gas, which they did a little bit here, they've got the players to do it. The red time is not what they want to see there. And yeah, I'll stand by that, Domino, because them getting into these positions tells you a lot of a different story than the 3-0 suggests.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then they've got their chances, they've taken them. And if I'm going to be honest with you, 8-ball, none of the chances that they take were clean cut. Like, they were probably more on the side where it was a 50-50 to go in or score.
Other than maybe the second
very
goal.
well. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about the second goal. Yeah, that was 100%. Yeah, definitely. It could have been avoided.
Yeah. Phoenix gives it to Bernas, cuts inside again. Domino, these positions, they're taking them up so well. They just need a stroke of luck, I tell you what, Alevas.
Hit it.
Yeah, fair enough. He's obviously not been put off from that first incident. Good sweeping, to be fair to him. Good sweeping.
The first time was good sweeping, 8-ball. He just didn't clear the lines. It was very good for the keeper. Just didn't clear his lines, and that will call an end to the first half. 8-ball, a very dominant first half from the Capri boys. If you are in that Fluminenses dressing room after the 3-0 there, with what you've seen on the pitch and being the manager, what are you telling your boys?
It's like I've been saying that last kind of 5-10 minutes, Domino. They're getting into such good spaces. They're opening up this Capri midfield, the first two banks, playing through the attack as well, playing through the midfield well. It's just when they get to that last bank of three, and it's a testament to Capri's back line, and we knew that anyway. We know they're very good defensively. If they can get just a stroke of luck, a half a yard, a shot at goal with a rebound, I think spend the first 10-15 minutes doing that, drilling that into your team that it can be done. You know, they have done it several times so far. If they can get a goal early on, then yeah, spend those 10-15 minutes really trying to drive home that point. I think if it gets past that, maybe a bit of damage control, Domino, maybe just because goal difference in this league, and we'll talk about this later on, goal difference in this league is massive. Kels has literally just put this game to bed. He's just put this game to bed. I'm waffling. Ball goes over the top. Kels is busting out the funk as we speak. He's smashed that home. 4-0, left foot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Fluminenses start the damage control now because Capri are just, again, we see this every now and then. A team just turn up and be freaks of nature. And today it's Capri's turn, and unfortunately for Fluminenses, today it's Capri's turn, and it's their turn just to sit back and just take it all in. Oh wow.
Yeah, like 8-ball, when things are not going right, they are not going right for you. And is that a red card? It might be. It might be. And is it going bad to worse?
Wow. Very lucky. Very lucky. I think the fact that the man at the back post was going to win that header, I think may have just cancelled that out. They're thinking of giving it to the man on a hat-trick.
Oh, he called for 8-ball. I guarantee you he was in his group chat calling for that. He's like, you've got to hand this to me.
100%.
You've got to hand this to me for the hat-trick.
Someone gets floored.
And
it is Ricardo.
Look at all this flag. I love this Abel. This is a proper spray. Ray runs it as well. Abel, here we go. It's a Royal Rumble.
Here we go. Free kick. Hits the crossbar for the hat-trick. Denied by the crossbar. It's still rattling. And Fluminenses now. I mean, they're such a good footballing side. They're 7th in the league, ladies and gentlemen. They're a good side.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that second goal just killed them. That second goal, conceding it in the fashion they did, is killed them off. And then, like Domino said, big save by Gibbo. Like Domino said, the third goal was the nail in the coffin.
Everything else is a bonus after that. April.
Yeah.
It's hard to get back in the game, even at 1-0 down. April, at 4-0 down, it's obviously. We've seen everything in this game. We've seen everything in this game mode, but it's unbelievable.
Oh, here we
go. There could be a consolation there.
Over the bar. Yeah, it's only going to be a consolation at this point in time with time ticking away. We would have to see a comeback of the monumental scale. But I think it would be more of a capitulation of a very good CAPRICAROLESQUE side than anything else, and I can't see that happening. Despite Fluminenses looking really good on the attack. Mookie says anywhere will do.
Yeah, I do think Capri have started relaxing now. A couple of loose balls have got in. And do you know what? All credit to Fluminenses there. They're not just settling for that 4-0 loss.
Yeah,
they are trying. And I'll tell you what, this has probably been their best spell in the whole game this last 10 minutes. They've worked the ball nicely, had 2 good chances at goal. And yeah, you're not going to get anything different with sides like this in the VPG Prem. They're professionals to the end. And it's just Fluminenses' day, Fluminenses' game at the minute. We're living in it's a Capri's day. We're just living in a Capri world at the minute, April.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And like I said, every now and then we just get a freak of nature performance. I think sometimes you just have to accept it with these sides in the, I'm going to say the top 6, because I think any of them are capable of doing it. Which is unfortunate because Fluminenses are in 7th. But, you know, traditionally in the VPG Esports Premier, those top 6s, they're capable of beating anyone in the league by a hefty number. And sometimes it's just your number gets called. Yeah. And it's like Hunger Games, man. You are just, you are tribute, and it's, yeah. Fluminenses tribute tonight because Capri have hardly put a foot wrong, and it's not just offensively either, Domino. Like I said, Fluminenses have played it very, very nicely, and arguably, to be fair, they've played it just as well, if not better, through the thirds than Capri. It's just no end product, and then every time Capri get within 20-25 yards out, they look like they're gonna score. Exhibit A, by the way.
And it's about taking your chances, because these chances fall most of the time. And obviously not digging out the keeper, because again, some of the goals are absolutely beautifully taken. Maybe the second goal, don't get me wrong.
He still had to put it away, to be fair to him.
There's an open goal, like.
It was 25 yards out.
I could score an open goal 25 yards out. Actually, I'll take it back.
I'm calling BS on that. Braga does well, but it falls back at the feet of Warren Beast, who goes down. Probably the one time they don't need a penalty, so why not just keep the game rolling? Again, to be fair, Domino, it could be worse for Fluminenses. They could have been down to 10 men. Arguably should have been down to 10 men.
Yeah, an anger challenge.
It was, and I don't blame them for it, as Bernas wins this high up. Mookie et al. Doing well, and he does somehow appear with the ball, goes long, won't get any change out of Pavado.
It was a fantastic slide tackle. He didn't mean to actually tackle him. He slid past the person, and the ball just rolled with his slide. Fair play to him.
Edge of the box, gives it to Johnny. Good feet from him at that
scramble!
Speed boost as well.
The scramble button on April.
Get the rugby whistle out. Right, blocks that cross. Johnny keeps it alive to Braga. I'd love to see the possession stats of this game, Domino. I'll try and stick around for them, but the ball over the top. This is what I mean, Domino. This is what I mean. It is Warren Beast. 1-on-1. Straight at Olivas. And Ricardinho completes the clearance. And I bet they were wishing it didn't fall to their about 90 yards. I bet they were wishing it didn't fall to their top striker, Domino. But the man on a hat-trick right now, Romaninho. They're going to be trying to get this man his hat-trick. Oh, Warren Beast.
My.
Here is the man. Oh, he gets his pocket picked. Warren Beast, though, take him out because some good skills from him. Trying to get his strike
Romanino on his day. And we know it. Romanino on his day is unplayable. He genuinely is. On his day, he's unplayable.
If he can get that consistency, Domino. That's not him, by the way.
Keep him on the wing.
It's not him.
Keep him on the wing.
I told you he's a winger. Paredes gets it gone. MX takes a chance and takes it down and is the right option for him because he's a quality player. Kels, who got the fourth. Good feet from him. Gives it to Warren.
Good
Beast.
tackle.
Yeah.
He's just helping out.
Ooh.
And it's a foul for his own team tackling him. Fair play. I like that.
Definitely wasn't a foul. Are they? Yeah. Are they going to give it to Roman?
You got to hit it for me, surely. This is for the channel. This is for the channel. He's found the gap. Oh, don't do that. Come on.
Don't plug the gap. Here is Tico Beast. Just wide. Not that they need any more goals, but we wouldn't mind seeing some more on the stream. Like I said, Domino, that first game, stalemate, seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
A long time ago, April. I mean, from the start of this second half, what did they score? About 5 virtual minutes into the second half?
Yeah, we'd just come up with a game plan for Fluminenses, and we chucked out the window. It was a waste of time.
We rid it all down everything, April.
Surely they have to give it to the main man, Romanino. No, they don't. They don't need to do anything, Domino. They just give it to Warren Beast, their top goal scorer. Smashes it home. Puts a cherry on top of this unreal performance. And yeah. 5-0. They're good value for it, although I do want to see the possession stats because Fluminenses, I just feel like they were just deer in the headlights. They played really well. And they conceded 5 goals. That doesn't make any sense. Those two things don't go together, and somehow here we are.
Like you said, and we said earlier, April, when you hit a team in that kind of form on the right night, it's dangerous for anyone. Unfortunately, it was a dangerous night for the Fluminense players. But Fluminense, it happens. It happens to the best teams around. Dusts itself off. It's only one game. It's only 3 points. Back again next week.
There we go. Confirmation of, which is why we're waiting around. 54% possession for Fluminense. 54% possession and beaten 5-0. It's a difficult one. It's a hard one to swallow because again, they just came up against Capri needing a drugs testing, if I'm quite frank, because they were just brutal. They were potent up front, but also they defended so well. That could any other day, Domino, that could have easily been 5-4, 6-5. So, you know, whilst we're handing out plaudits to the likes of Romanino, to Warren Beast, also you got to look at that back four, those CDMs as well, because they were brilliant for Capri as well.
Oh, mate, yeah, all over the park, even in goal. Like, yeah, there's not a weak position on that team. Not only the 5 goals, the clean sheet, April, the confidence goes in there, the individual player highlights. Yeah, perfect performance. But we are on, April, to the main event of the evening.
And it is Team Gmask who are sat in the lobby. Thank you very much, Lee.
Thank you, my friends.
Versus Digital Esports. Although it does say Digital Sports. Have I been getting their name wrong all the time? Is that why they don't follow me on Twitter?
Maybe they just don't like April.
That one I can understand more. The not following thing. I mean, come on, guys. Yeah, the unofficial main event, Domino, because obviously we love everyone. Ready when you are. There you go. Right, so Digital sits 16th, Domino. My beautiful Digital Esports. What are they doing? Look what you did. What are they doing?
It hurts you every time, April. I know you follow them religiously.
7th, home and away. 7th last season, Domino. 16th so far this season. 10 losses already this season. -5 goal difference. 3-4. They got beat against Famlasse on Thursday. I don't know why we weren't there watching that one. No wins in the last 6 though is the major issue there. And they now face top of the league.
and you just look at the team sheet table, just look at the Gmask team, and it is danger everywhere you look. It's going to be hard to think of a digital win, looking at recent form, looking at the table, and the form Gmask are in as well, and the players they've got on the pitch. Look, digital no slouches, 8 Ball. They've got unbelievable players. You know, D to G up top there, and it's just players for days. And digital plays such great football.
They do.
And to be fair, it's a digital team that can turn it on like a switch. It's just, but they have no control over the switch. It turns on when it wants, and when it turns on, it's electric, it's fire.
Yeah.
Where Gmask have got the controller for the switch.
The problem that Digital have got tonight is that Team Gmask aren't just good offensively. It's a bit like Capri in that last game. They're not just a team that will. Team Gmask are not just a team that will outscore you. They are a team that will outscore you and defend very well. Again, what happened in that last game is what Gmask have been doing to teams all season. They've already beat Digital this season 3-0. It's when you look at Gmask, again, Dom, you've already touched upon the team sheet. We won't necessarily need to go through a team sheet because the players speak for themselves, although there are a couple of points I want to make about this Digital side in a short while. But Team Gmask, 16 wins in a row. What is going on? 16 wins. That's not unbeaten, that's wins. They have won 16 competitive games in a row.
In the toughest league there is in the land. Just FYI.
It's crazy. And unbeaten in 18, which makes this way more impressive when I tell you that their first 8 games of the season, so before they went on this 18 game unbeaten run, the first 8 games of the season, they lost 2 and drew 2 in that first 8. So since then, it's almost like they were like, actually, you know what, shall we turn it on for the rest of the season? Yeah, we will. And that's exactly what they've done. And they've looked flawless throughout. Thursday we had them on. To be fair, Tuesday we had them on, and Monday we had them on. So they're a team that we're tracking fiercely at the moment.
Not even tracking fiercely, April. We're a Gmask fan page at the minute.
Yeah, literally. But it has gone Monday 4-0, Tuesday 2-0, Thursday 1-0. So
but this 1-0 was against
Fama. Fama. And I learned how to say their name, Domo. Famlocao. I've been saying it wrong for the last 18 months.
What have we been calling them?
I don't want to say it because it will re-trigger it in my mind. I spent a lot of that stream with the guys in the chat trying to get it out of me, trying to coach it out of me. But yeah,
I just call them Fama because I've got problems.
Yeah, 100% no. As far as you're concerned, they're called Fama. Trust me. But again, the highest rated player in this Team Gmask side is their top goal scorer? No, he's their second top goal scorer, but he's got 13 assists to go with his 13 goals. Rayo is their top goal scorer, so that's Raton, by the way, also known as Gyro. And Rayo is their top goal scorer, 16 goals this season, 5 assists. So they're just a very good side. Kai, do commentators play or do we just commentate? Well, Kai, we do play. If that's what you can call it. But no, we're here on match day, so we don't get a chance to, but we're happy.
We are professional commentators and amateur players, if that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're better at commentating, so that should tell you how bad we are at FIFA. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Digital, on the other hand, their highest rated player for the season is Aragold and their cam. I think it's been obviously a disappointing half of the season for Digital because now we're officially at halfway. But when you look at some of the individual performances from this Digital side and the stats that these guys are posting, they're always in and around some of the best in the league, which obviously makes the whole Digital situation so much stranger. And it's something we've been trying to put our finger on now, Domino, for the last 3 or 4 seasons, because we've been saying it for the last 3 or 4 seasons. They've got some of the best players in the world in their respective positions, And to name a few, and I will, Cruz in goal, Zambi and Jeff. I mean, Makesville's playing at centre back tonight. I'm not sure what to make of that. We can talk about that in a second. Albo and CDM just brought out his baller, well, bringing out his baller build. That's gonna be next week, guys. Spoiler alert. You know, Aragold, D the G. It's household names. Yet for some reason they can't seem to get themselves over the line. 10 losses already this season in 24 games. It's crazy, and it looks now, Domino, I'm ready to talk about it finally. They've had a little shuffle round of this team. So Bessinho's gone up front, normally a right midfielder. Eric's come in on that right hand side, and Makesville's dropped to centre back, and they had already moved D the G from Cam as well. So is the issue maybe that they just don't have that settled 11, or is it perhaps a case of it's the same as what most teams do? When someone's not available, they do need to shift around?
It might be a bit of both, 8-ball. They're still finding their feet with their, I would say, their best 11. When you're shuffling players like that, like let's say D to G, we've seen him in Cam 8-ball. He's a class Cam.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got the strike force up top, and you've got someone that comes in that's not a great striker, but an okay Cam, because I can't imagine a lot of people coming in that's better than D to G, he might have to make the sacrifice where he goes up top, or he prefers to go up top. They just think when you're losing games or you're not winning games, you're not consistent enough, you have to change things around, because what you're going to go on, like doing the same thing over and over again is the definition of being an idiot. So
it's actually a definition of insanity.
That's the one. Einstein, something like that. Yeah, that's the one. But to change it around, they're just going to have to wait for it to work. They're going to have to wait for something to click for them. For example, if you look at the Gmask team, even though in those first 4 games, April, that you said, they weren't hitting pace, they weren't hitting the running, you didn't see Rayo going out playing left mid, you didn't see Joan Lukaku going up top.
Oh, good point.
You knew what they had. They knew what they needed to do. They knew they've got the players to do it. They were in a bad run of form. They know they're world-class opposition. They're a world-class outfit. They stuck to their game, and look, it's come good. It's teams like that have an identity and know how to play. I think Digitals are still new and still trying to get there at the minute. They've got a great core individual group. They just need some consistency, and that's what they're trying to work out now. It is a building period for them, but as I said, they can turn it on with a flick of the switch. So let's hope that this game sparks them into life, and every game you go up against Gmask, like you said, Abel, 18 games straight wins. You get a point here, you've dented them. Me and you would be going into games like this, April, saying it's a cup game, April. Anytime you play a team like this, you've got a chance. Not only it's not 3 points, April. It's taking an unbeaten run away from someone that's 18. Like
that's one way to look at it, Domino, and that is the best way to look at it. I'm just thinking, I think I might be poorly that night we're playing Gmask. I think I've got a bit of a fever. I've had a chesty cough all day, and I just don't think I can make it. So I don't want to play against them. I just don't. I
8-ball, you're an absolute liar, because I know these are the games that you'll get up for the most. These are the games where you're like, I'm
either scoring a hat trick or I'm getting sent off in the first 10 minutes. There's no in between. There is no in between. And the thing that makes this whole situation even worse is obviously we're waiting for the sides. We're specifically waiting for Digital Esports. They've had a player just disconnect, so they've had to get in. They've had to get in a substitute, so we're not sure who that is. We'll do our best to try and report on that. But you know, this happened on Thursday, Domino, where one of the sides just had an awful start, like just trying to get people in, get people online. Someone didn't show up, and then you have to send out the bat signal to try and get someone in who wasn't supposed to be playing tonight, so their headspace is all over the place. The team's headspace, it's not ideal. It's not how you want to go into any game, let alone a game against the league leaders.
No, it is 8-ball. I'm thinking this is Simeone Dark Arts. This is they've played this on purpose.
Oh, they've confirmed who it is. They've confirmed who it is. Eric is out, and he said Bockbert. I think it's Blickbert, but he's the manager, so I guess he knows more. But Bockbert's in. If it's Blickbert, then I need to get a life, because far too much knowledge. He's in now, so we should be getting this.
Luca NR1 is playing up top for Digital.
We should be getting this game underway in the next couple of minutes, so fear not. I guess while we're here, we can plug everything we do. We are Pro Clubs Weekly, on behalf of VPG, of course, their main YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed to this channel, get subscribed. Press that subscribe button now whilst we're not up to much. And just turn notifications on. Although, if you're good at timekeeping, unlike my good friend Domino, we're here every 8 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, every single week. So just do it. Just do it, as Nike once said. And as for us, Pro Clubs Weekly, don't sue us, please. We've got our own YouTube channel as well, and we do everything competitive 11s. From commentary to builds to everything in between, stupid videos. So go and watch some of those stupid videos, and whilst you're there, also go and subscribe. All that good stuff. And the weekly wrap-ups for every single week are on our channel, 7 o'clock every Sunday. Cha-cha-cha! League table for you as well, because we're running out of time. Confirmation that Team Gmask, a game in hand and 7 points clear. And also confirmation of my beloved Digital Esports. I mean, they're only 9 points off of 8th. That's doable.
Yeah, see, that's
it's doable.
Something.
That's my team talk. That is my team talk. Right.
Well, I feel it. I don't know why I feel it. I feel like we're going to get a proper digital performance today. And I don't know what it is, Abel. I just feel it in myself here.
It's sheer determination and wanting us to put on a good show for everyone who stayed until this last game, which is supposed to be the main event of the evening.
Reigning defender. They're not reigning defending.
They're not, but you know what? I mean, they're going to be on the show a few more times before the final kind of weeks of the season. We've got a big story to tell you about what happened a couple of seasons ago involving them, but that can wait for another night, because it is time for D the G to kick off for his side, Digital. Mr. Digital himself. One last time tonight, it is Mr. Digital looking for edge of the box, Christos and Raven. The two CDMs combining to get rid of it. It is Digital in this ready orange kit, again, a bit of a salmon-y kit. And Team Gmask in the traditional white Real Madrid, the lily whites of Real Madrid. From right to left, 16th place Digital Esports taking on the league leaders. 7 points clear at the top are Team Gmask.
Is he onside? Oh,
and why is he onside? Makesville does well getting back.
And stuff like that, Abel, is only communication. That's fantastic from Gmask there. And we know this Gmask press. They hunt.
It's savage. Look at it. Look at it. It's like their life depends on it. Oh, Valde, look at that. Does well twice in a row, 100% a foul, but it doesn't matter because...
Of course you'd say it's foul, Abel.
He is flagging for offside now as well. Yeah, he was the match winner on Thursday, that 1-0 against Famalicão. Bullet header in the second half. Starting this game strong at the back, but so is this man, D the G, taking his man on the outside, finds Aragold. Good football from Digital. Bassino debutizing up front tonight, well, at least on the stream anyway. But it does come to no avail, and they're going to find Ladis Jr., who also needs to be watched on that right-hand side. What a play he is, Domino.
Abel, as the biggest...
Yeah, because Jan Lukaku's breaking into the box, but it's Bokbert, Domino. It's not Blickbert, it's Bokbert playing on this right-hand side.
Evil twin.
It's like the manager knew the player's name, and I didn't. It's crazy. He is on that right-hand side. In for Eric, that last-minute substitution. Connection problems for him, unfortunately. Yasin, I think, was going to play it back to the last centre-back there, but he wasn't moving, so I think he thought better of it. He did start to move after that. Yeah, good play. And again, it's just high IQ stuff, Domino. Don't dump the ball on someone who might be AFK. Would not recommend.
It's nice stuff from Digital here, April.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
It's not only defensively solid, they're keeping a good shape, but it's the right-hand side here, or the left-hand side, sorry, for Digital there. They're getting some joy out of, really running his man and causing a little bit of danger, and they're keeping out on this side. But, oh my, there's Twix.
You watch out for that man. He is quality, by the way. CDM build, playing as a cam. He's fantastic. He is action man in that midfield. However, it is Lannis Jr. on the ball. You do not want him on the ball. Gives it to Gyro, looking for his strike partner, the top goal scorer, Rayo. And headed down nicely. Bestinho's first touch let him down. Guto back there. Nice defending. And Gil.IM will come over to this far side. Recycled nicely. It looked like they might be under a bit of duress there, but this is what this Team Gmask side do, Domino.
Yeah, they just find different ways to hurt you, Abel. And
here we
the
go.
one thing they are is always, oh my.
Here we go. Room on this left-hand side. His elbow coming through. He's put it over the bar. But that is what they get with that man, Domino. CDM, he will run and run and run. Very, very good at supporting the team in an attacking sense. And yeah, late run into the box, Domino. Blazes it over the bar uncharacteristically, but the signs are there.
Oh, absolutely, April, and here they are again. And I tell you what, the joy here is coming from Digital with some great plays inside. What I like about them, April, nothing's panicked, nothing's pressed. They're playing out of that press. They're holding the ball, turning their man, getting into space, and they're not panicking on the ball. And against this Gmask team, that's what you need to do. But stopping their defense, stopping their attack, sorry, is a whole other story.
Yeah, Casuals does well though, gets in the way of that. Albo goes over the top now, starting to get a real influence in this game is the CDM. Gives it to Bessinho, who, to be fair, Domino, when they play us on that right-hand side of midfield, he does have a tendency to just drop out of the game for spells. He's been playing up front, so he's been the forefront of everything Digital are doing so far, and he's being forced into showing us what a good player he is, and he's achieving that so far.
Absolutely, April. But it's just a sign there from Gmask going forward.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a little bit nerve.
No. Over the top. Yeah, that's what you got to be wary of, Domino. Juan Lukaku et al. Running in behind you. Speaking of running in behind, thought about the professional foul. Dresch hits the byline, cuts it back though nicely. D the G. Raven nicely in there, but again, Domino just forced to
pinning them. April absolutely pinning them in.
Forced
as soon
to
as
go
they've got
long.
the ball, and I don't know what's happening to Gmask at the minute, but they just don't feel like they're playing through the thirds. If they get it, it's a long ball out, and Digital are sweeping up really nicely. As soon as they get in this position, unless they've got the man option, it's Digital doing a really good press actually, just to make sure we're not losing the ball, we're going quite long. They're winning the early spells. It's nearly the end of the first half, April, and I'm not going to lie to you, Digital on top.
Yep, 100%. But is that when Team Gmask are at their most dangerous? Write them off at your peril. 18 wins in a row for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Are they going to get this one over the line to make it sweet 19? Bessinho does well to fend off Valdi stepping out the centre-back towards him there. Good play from him. Albo again goes over the top. D the G into the back post. Domino, how on earth has he managed to even get that anywhere near that man at the back post? I didn't even see him there. Levels to this.
Special players do special things, April.
No. Goes long, maybe for the last time this half. And yeah, confirmation of that being the last kick of the half. And Domino, where do we start? Because that's a first half that captivated myself, and I didn't want it to end.
No, and I tell you what, you're not in the only country. There's 11 players over at the Digital side that don't want that half to end either. They don't want it to reset because they're on top, April. They were hounding the play. They were playing nice football. The only good thing I say about Gmask is they didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like they were looking at play that they actually felt threatened. They held a decent shape. They cleared it when they did. And that one chance that was red time finish, that was the only clear-cut chance Gmask let through for all the position that Digital had. The flip side of this is, April, once Gmask get in those positions, it's normally trouble. They do take their chances, and they take them quite badly.
Yeah, that's why you can't write this Gmask side off. When they've got those two up front, Gyro and Rayo, 29 goals between them this season, 18 assists between them this season. Here is Gyro breaking through, and bang on cue. it's like we know what we're doing. Gyro
Wow.
breaks through, smashes it home at the near post, and Digital, like Domino said, they would not have wanted half-time. And that's why they have to take their foot off the gas, because they need to come in. They need to come in for half-time. They take their foot off the gas, they don't get restarted quick enough, and this Team Gmask side will punish any hesitation, any slip-up, any stepping off of the gas, and that's exactly what has happened there.
Yeah, 8-ball. And like I said, just before, it's like we know what we're talking about, as you said. Once they get their chances, they take their chances. That's a good professional foul, to be fair. But once they get their chances, they take their chances, and they've got in a dangerous position. And surprise, surprise, 8-ball, they are 1-0 up, and it's one of the teams. There's very few teams in this league that I tell can see out a 1-0, and Gmask are one of them.
Here is Gyro, gives it to Raven, out to this right-hand side. Lattice Jr. breaks into the box, but Dress does fantastically well. Tell you what, though, I think that might have been Raven up high.
Oh
wow,
my.
Yasin off balance from 30 yards, almost finds the top corner. Cruz just watching that fizz over his goal. Again, Cruz has not had anything to do, Domino, other than pick the ball out of the back of his net.
That's all he's had to do, 8-ball, and you just don't want to give. I mean,
wow, Jeff. Wow. Just settle down, Jeff. This is digital. This is digital, ladies and gentlemen. Quality first half. Concede. Jeff gets a rush of blood to the head. Calm it down. Rein it in, Jeff. Rayo tries to swing that one in. Cruz does fantastically well there. Gets it to his feet.
Anytime it's a corner routine, it smells danger for the other team. We know how good. There's one thing we actually haven't spoke about in the pre-match report was the efficiency during set pieces.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. I tell you what, Domino, I do back Digital to score here. Don't do it, Jeff. But also, I don't back them to not concede another here, and that's no slight on them. It's just because this Gmask side just look. I don't know what it is about them. They look so scary coming forward, and like we said, they put their chances away.
Yeah, and it's games like these, 8-ball, where they're not necessarily. Look, that first half, Gmask would have gone in at half time.
Intimidating.
They think what's going on at the minute, but it is Digital here. Oh, just been
Christos, pinched his pocket. Cruz is happy to let that bounce. Yeah, we've got 25 minutes left, Domino. 25 minutes left for Digital to prove to us, prove to everyone out there that they're not just a one-half side. They can do it.
Is that 2 water bottles on the pitch as well, though?
To Domino from an audio point of view, so that's a first that's happened.
Oh,
there we go. He's back. There we go.
Oh, hello.
Right, everything's back up now. I don't know why my headphones decided to play up. Here is Albo though, sliding it through to D the G. No, can't even get the shot off from 20 yards. Domino. They just won't allow it. They just won't allow it.
No, and it's a tough ask out here. Especially when you've got 15 minutes left and you've got to think, what are we going to do here to score? We've gone down the wings, we've crossed it in the box, we've played through the thirds, and we're getting no joy in either 3 of the main categories here. It's what's the other option here, because they've played the ball really nice, 8-ball. The football through the thirds has been fantastic. Like this 8-ball, it's just when you get positions like that, you get no change out of it, but absolutely zero change out of anything like that. And it's full credit to Gmask. The one thing they have done is make themselves a team that is very, very difficult to score against. And once you've got that as a foundation, the rest comes naturally.
Yeah, and to be fair,
Oh my
Bessinho
God,
with the
that's
turn,
fantastic.
gets the shot off Wakabashai. Fantastic save. I don't know why there's water bottles on the pitch, but it didn't put him off. We didn't have a Liverpool beach ball situation there, thankfully. It went in the air. But, again, just to prove how good this side is and how deep this side go, the goalkeeper then reminds you he's also world-class as well.
Yeah, even that, Abel, you get even a shot on goal and then you realise you're Wakabashai in goal. It's just, that is, yeah, what can I say? A bit petulant there.
It's worked for them though. 8 minutes left. Aragold, who's had a quiet second half, gives it to Makesville, who looks like the emergency centre back turned centre forward now. Fakes to go back there, throws it down the line, gives it away anyway. However, Aragold picks it up. Yassin's just going to run through everyone, and that's exactly what he does. I do feel for this digital side, Don, not just because I'm hella biased, but I don't think they've put too much of a foot wrong. No. It was just that cold start to the second half. I mean, look at this. Here we go. 2-on-1. Makesville, the centre half, gives it to Bessinho. Threatens to cut into the left-hand side.
Oh, Abel, the defending Abel.
He didn't bite on it at all. Albo to Dresch, gives it back to Albo. Centre back defending of the highest quality. Did not bite on any of those feints. You could tell he wanted to come back inside desperately. Sent him on the outside, picked his pocket. Nicely done.
If people want to learn how to defend on that game, just watch that clip, April.
Yeah.
It is outstanding stuff.
Nicely done. And it's what we've come to expect now. The standard they've set is so high. I tell you what, look at the digital players. Everyone is up here. Float it into the box. Guto, though, repels that, and Rayo takes it down nicely, understands his role, as does Gyra, as does Cruz, the goalkeeper, because he's on his way up now as well.
Oh, I love this.
Last throw of the dice, and Gilliam says, "You're not throwing any dice in my house." It does finish. Team Gmask 1. Digital Esports 0. I tell you what, Domino, that is form of champions. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Games like that, Abel, we say it season in, season out, and we say it in real life, we say it in our virtual lives that we now have. It's the games like that, the games that you shouldn't win, or the games that you should probably pick up a draw in, that you go on to win by just having... April, there was one chance that fell to Gmask. I can't think of another chance that fell to any of the players at Gmask. One chance fell to them, and they scored it. And then after that, shut up shops, hard to play against. The 50-50s that one way, a great save by the keeper. Digital done all they can. It's games like that where you look back on the season. A 1-0 win of Digital might, again, you look at the Fama wins and stuff like that, like they're your main ones. But it's games like this where you shouldn't have won it. You shouldn't have got the 3 points, and they've come away with it. And that is now 19 unbeaten. We need to speak to Mr. Losa and see if he's actually got some stats to see what the longest unbeaten, not the longest unbeaten run, the longest winning streak is in this league. So they must be close. 17
wins in a row for Gmask, 19 unbeaten. It's, you know, I say I don't want to put any pressure on. Of course, they're not going to listen to what I say. But week 5, Domino, they're top of the league by 7 points, game in hand. I do think at this stage it's theirs to lose, and I only say that now because of the tear that they are on and the capabilities that this team have shown, and not just outscoring teams, but games like that where a draw in that game nobody would have batted an eyelid at. I'm sorry, nope. But Digital turned up. They took that first half. Second half, a lot more even. You could say Gmask maybe pipped them to it. But I think if that game ended 0-0 or 1 apiece, I don't think either side really could have had a complaint. No. And especially not Gmask. But again, like Thursday, they're grinding out these results when other teams are they have to be at their best, their free-flowing best to get the results. And I think sometimes that is the difference. However, what I will say, and again, what Team Gmask will not really want me to remind them of, Season 10, go and have a look at the league table from Season 10. They finished 3rd, level on points with 2nd and 1st place. So this league has got a very good reputation of doing the unexpected. So they've never won the Esports Premier before. I think a few of them, especially after tonight, if they can go on and do the business again in their next game, I think a few of them will starting to be looking at, actually, can we do this? Can we get this Team Gmask their first league title? And then I want to see them play, because at the moment, it's week 4, week 5, the pressure's off. They're just runaway leaders at this point in time. It's when that starts to creep in and say, actually, are we going to go on and do this? Because I've never ever seen this VPG Esports Premier, I've never just seen it end normally. Like the team that's ahead have gone on and won, and that's it. It doesn't work like that. For some reason, this league does not work that way. So at some point in time, I don't know when it's going to be, at some point in time, the wheels are going to have to come off, surely, at some point. And it might even be a bloody draw, because at this point they're not even drawing any games either. So that one freak result they get when they draw, it's how they then respond to that, I think, is then going to tell us what we need to know about this team. The game finished 1-0 to Gmask.
And 8 ball, I was going to say that it just, to be fair, the reason why it takes such shifts in, like, again, because it only takes 1 week, literally 1 week of Rayo and Joanna Lukaku going on holiday, and all of a sudden, the 3 games they play, they lose 9 points, and they're back in where they are now. They're or they again lose a lot more. One bad week without a full strength squad could change absolutely anything. That's why this league is, and this game mode and VPG in itself is just fantastic to watch. Any other league, they're runaway. Any other real life league, they're runaway winners. Don't get me wrong, but nothing can be called at this stage. Absolutely nothing.
That's it. So no holidays. All holidays are banned for Team Gmask. Get this one over the line, because the rest of the pack are just, they're watching. They're watching and waiting for them to slip up. And Digital showed you how to do it in the first half. To be quite frank, go back and watch that first half. Digital performed fantastically. They couldn't get it over the line, and this is what happens against potential champions. It's former champions. If you don't put them to the sword and don't take your chances, that's what happens. And commiserations to Digital, because I feel for them after that one, but congratulations to Team Gmask, because that bus, that it's not even a bus anymore, it's a battering ram. It's a battering ram steam train mix bag of just
Optimus Prime.
It's whatever it is, it's 17 games winning in a row, and that is just that needs to be talked about more, I think, because that's an unreal stat. And I think that's probably a good place to end it. Well, we keep rambling on and on and on.
We'll be here till tomorrow, where we're back on again.
I was going to say, we might as well just do a double shift and just stay here. Guys, if you have made it this far, thank you very much for tuning in. As we always say, please do continue to support these streams on the VPG YouTube channel. It's every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, whilst the season goes on, but these seasons last 8 weeks, so chances are it's probably going on. So do make sure you stop by, say hi in the chat, and all that good stuff. Subscribing, liking, notifications on, you know the drill by now. And that goes for our YouTube channel as well. As you can see, Pro Clubs Weekly, search it on YouTube, go and follow, go and subscribe, like all that stuff as well. Between us, we're doing our best to cover lots and lots and lots of 11v11 competitive pro clubs. It's what we do. The clue is in the question, the name is in the badge. But we can't do that. We can't do that without yours. It was very clever, wasn't it? Good marketing strategy from us. Lost my train of thought now. We can't do that without your support, guys. So again, you guys just tuning in is more than enough. So thank you very much for that. Join us tomorrow, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock as always. 8 is the magic number as far as we're concerned. Tuesday we'll be back with UK Premier Esports Cup. I think it's also the round of 32 there as well. And finishing off with 2 lots of VPG Esports Premier. Who knows? We might even have Team Gmask again. We probably will.
17 games unbeaten, 4 games consistently on the channel. Abel, they're breaking records here. Breaking records.
Too many records. Right, that is it. Domino, have you got anything to say to the lovely people before we...
No, mate, it's always
off?
just a pleasure to have you boys on the channel. It's a pleasure for VPG having us on their platform.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you all again tomorrow.
Cheerio. Have a good one.